1,000 boats, 20,000 people on board, and a queen marking 60 years on the throne. There's been nothing quite like this here for hundreds of years. A flotilla snaking its way along the River Thames. And despite the damp, the drizzle and the cold, the banks along the river were packed with people. Some had even slept out overnight to secure a space along the route.
We're here to support the royal family and the Queen's Diamond Jubilee. We're absolutely delighted to be here.
She's just really special. She holds that kind of history. She's just a fantastic lady and we're very proud of her.
A small demonstration by the group Republic calling for an end to the monarchy failed to make a real dent in the crowd. Queen Elizabeth II's story began a long time ago. She was just 25 when her father died and she became head of state at a time when Britain was arguably a more powerful nation than it is now. Few could have predicted just how much the world would change during her reign and how much the monarchy would have to change too. At times, her family's life has affected the public's perception of her. In the 90s, the divorce of several of her children drew sympathy from some.
1992 is not a year on which I shall look back with undiluted pleasure.
But the reaction to Diana, Princess of Wales's death alienated others. As thousands mourned publicly, she was criticised for remaining silent for several days after Diana died. In recent years, the popularity of the royal family, including the Queen, has grown. Of course, there are those who will be indifferent to what's going on here or dislike the reason behind it. But a recent poll suggested the majority of British adults wanted to keep a monarchy. The Queen then can enjoy this moment. The royal household will hope the support she's received will be carried into the future of Britain's monarchy.
And Emma joins us live now from the River Thames. Emma, why do you think so many people are keen to celebrate this weekend? Is it real affection, respect for the Queen, or is it simply that this is a country that really does need a good party at the moment?
I think it's a bit of both of those things, actually, Felicity, because we spoke to lots of people here today who said they do have an awful lot of respect for the Queen, an awful lot of respect for a woman who's been the same job for 60 years. A couple of women we spoke to said that they've been at the coronation parties back 60 years ago and they wanted to be here to mark this occasion. Of course, at the moment, Britain is perhaps a little down in the dumps because of the recession, and an excuse to party, of course, is something that the Brits like to do. So there is an element of that, if you like, but I think there is also a respect among a lot of the people, certainly who've been down on the river today, for the Queen, and also intrigue because there were tourists too also trying to make the most of this day here in London. There was, as I said in that piece there, a small demonstration by a group which wants to see an end to the monarchy, but today here on the riverbank they really were in the minority.
Celebrations don't end today, of course. What's coming up in the next couple of days? Public holidays, of course.
Absolutely, 2 more public holidays, a very long weekend for some people here in the UK. Tomorrow there will be a pop concert outside Buckingham Palace. A huge stage has been erected in front of the palace. Sir Elton John will be playing at that concert. We believe the Queen will also attend. It's likely to go on late into the evening and be very, very loud. And then on Tuesday there is a special service being held at St Paul's Cathedral, one of the biggest cathedrals in London. And then there will be a special carriage procession through the streets of the centre of London too. And then we expect another appearance on the balcony, and those are always very popular here. If you remember the royal wedding last year when Prince William married Catherine Middleton, when they came out onto the balcony she mouthed wow. There were so many people there out to see them.
Emma Hayward, so been enjoying the festivities and braving the wet weather for us today. Thanks very much indeed. And the Jubilee has also been marked in France, with more than 600 people attending a garden party in the Queen's honour. The party, which was organised by the British ambassador to France, saw people wearing Union flag ties and hats and waving the flag. Partygoers were also able to watch the River Thames pageant on a big screen.